Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you another tarot unboxing, and this one is really one I'm really excited about. I did get this box a couple of days ago, and full disclosure, I have actually used it. I used it in this last week's Friday picker card because I just couldn't resist. This is a deck that I have been wanting and looking at and yearning for such a long time. So I have worked with it a couple of times. I have looked at the guidebook. I have just held it in my hands and looked at the images for a couple of days, and I thought I've put it back into its original order. I've put it back in the box like I received it, and I thought I want to take you through the deck to give you an idea of what it's all about and what makes this particular deck extraordinarily special. So as you can see, it is the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin, and her little catchphrase is finding magic in the midst of life. There's a couple of things I didn't know about this deck when I got it or when I ordered it, which I'll get into. But this image, so this particular image here is taken off the Sun card with the butterfly. The whole deck, and I must be honest, in all the videos I've watched, all the walkthroughs I've watched of this deck, I don't ever remember noticing these little sprites, these little nature creatures that are throughout the entire deck. So it's quite interesting how I hadn't ever noticed them before, and now that I see them, I absolutely love them. They bring just such a whole different element into the deck. We've got gorgeous butterflies, the artwork. Oh my word, Poppy is just so talented. Absolutely love it. So this is the box. It's quite a narrow box. I love this little ribbon that you get here to open it. So it is a magnetic closure, and this little ribbon just makes life really easy. The back of the box, and I know difficult to see, but I'm going to just see if I can zoom in so that we can read what's written at the back here. First of all, the imagery is just gorgeous, because all of this, especially these cards, they're gloss, and it's almost like they stand out. It's almost like they are completely, above the imagery. Anyway, Profound Wisdom, let's read it. Profound Wisdom is made accessible with this contemporary 78 card deck and expansive guidebook, which demystifies the traditional tarot without losing the essential magic or structure. This down-to-earth yet captivating tarot reveals the extraordinary in the ordinary, reminding you that there is nothing humdrum about everyday life. The distinctive cards depict recognizable characters of all ages, appearances, and abilities, providing insights and inspiration from people just like you. The comprehensive book allows each familiar character to communicate directly, combining their story with keywords and clear descriptions that invite your intuitive interpretation. This warmly inclusive tarot celebrates all life, embracing nature and the non-human beings that share our world, our unseen companions, and our creature kin. Here, wild spirits and animals, car mechanics and busy parents are all equally vital, and each has something meaningful to share. These engaging individuals support and encourage you on your journey, making every day more enchanted. How beautiful is that? Honestly, I have no words. Absolutely no words. It is really, really stunning. So that is the box. That is the beautiful Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Let's open that up and see. So here you can see the little ribbon as well, which just makes opening and closing the box just such a dream. And when you do open the box, you've got some more ribbon on the side here, which stops the lid from falling completely open, falling back, but it immediately exposes the guidebook and all the rest. There is a little bit of text in the lid of the box as well. So when you open it, you are presented with this gorgeous guidebook. And as I said to you, this image is from the Sun card. Let's see if I can pick the book up without, I always hate this part, without damaging it. It is a lovely thick guidebook. There is so much. So when she says it is a detailed guidebook, she wasn't joking. And then you are presented with the cards. The cards have been separated into two piles and put in, they've got little sleeves, but they are well stored, they are well protected. This is a plastic insert as opposed to the normal cardboard one you get, but I want to take you through the guidebook first. So I'm going to move that out of the way, and let's have a look at this amazing guidebook. So the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. The guidebook, I'm not going to read all of it to you, but I just want to show you how detailed it is. I think I may need to just zoom again, just so that you can see. So what we have is an introduction, a little bit about the Enchantment, Everyday Enchantment Tarot. You can see that starts on page 6, the next one's page 10, so it is quite detailed. Some thoughts on how to use the deck, and then you get the cards at a glance. But I want you to notice we're looking at 2 pages per major arcana. And let me tell you that the detail is just absolutely amazing. Then we get the minor arcana. We don't get as much, but we still get a fair amount of detail. And then we've got acknowledgements. But this is really what I wanted to take you through. Okay, you can see how much information is here. I'm not going to read it all to you, but I want to just take you through the first column, the first paragraph. It says this deck has 3 main aims. The first is to make a timeless traditional tool more accessible for a modern audience, communicating the intricacies of the tarot in an unpretentious yet poetic way. The second is to reveal the wild enchantment inherent in all lives, the transformative magic that's naturally ours, but so frequently overlooked. We tend to seek out there for our sense of the numerous and marvelous, yet it's here and now, omnipresent. And we just need our attention drawn gently back to it. The third is to express the unity and parity of all beings and our profound interconnectedness, our oneness. This deck encompasses many species and ways of being to help us remember that we are all kin beyond skin, linked at the deepest level. We're all having a unique experience as a vital aspect of creation. That's all of us, not just humanity. We all are equally essential here. The Everyday Enchantment Tarot promotes empathy for and appreciation of each being we meet, allowing us to acknowledge everyone from the bus driver to the butterfly as us in disguise, and by this we live more inclusively for the good of all. How absolutely beautiful is that? And you know what, I think that one little paragraph or that one little column of information sums up this deck so much. And if you are interested, I do advise, suggest and recommend that you pop over to Poppy's YouTube channel. She doesn't have a huge amount of videos, but she does have some videos, and if I remember, I will actually put links to them in the description below. But she has links, well, her videos that she has where she tries to explain why she created this deck, what her thoughts were, and it just made me fall in love with this deck all over again. And I must be honest and say that I only went to look at those videos since I received my copy. So some thoughts on using the deck is just, you know, basic how to work with spreads and how to work with the deck itself. Then we go into the major arcana cards at a glance. So what you have here is obviously the major arcana with keywords, which is quite interesting. So she gives you the keywords there. And then I'm going to zoom out at this point because I need you to see how much information we have. My Palo Santo is in the way. I'm going to move it like that. There we go. Right, now you can see the whole book. So we get a black and white image of the card itself. We get a little box up here with keywords, and it's not just 1 or 2 keywords. It's got quite a few. And there's also correspondences. So with the Fool, we have keywords as begin, spontaneity, faith, joy, fresh, open, expand, free, trust, innocence, originality, and dream. The correspondences is Uranus, ether, and neuter, which is quite interesting. So then what we get here with this information around the card, we get some information about the image. We get the story, because every single one of her images, every single one of her cards came about through a story, through an experience, through an observation, through something that Poppy experienced. So there's a story around the image, there's a story around the picture itself, and then she gives us meaning. And over the oh, that's all. Okay, so that's it for the full card. That is a lot of information, and she does that for every single one of the majors. So keyword, correspondences, title, the image itself, the story behind the image, and then the actual meaning. And we'll get into the images just now, but you need to understand how absolutely beautiful the pictures are. So to go through this to go through all of this information for each card, I think that's really what you can call a deep dive. That's really called getting to know your tarot and connecting with the cards themselves. All right, so there's the last card, 21, the World. Right, then we go into the minor arcana, and she's given us symbols. So here's a very interesting one. This is where she is, I'm going to call it, slightly moving away from traditional interpretations or traditional symbols. So for the suits, we have wands, and her wands, she says, are sticks. Okay, so this particular one here is a paintbrush, but sometimes it could just be a stick. Any kind of long wooden object is what she would be using in her imagery. For coins or for pentacles, we have got circles, anything that represents. We've got cups, and then she's changed the swords to blades, because she says in modern day world, we don't have swords. You know, we're not all in the habit of wielding swords and carrying swords, but we always have blades, and blades are so important and significant. And yes, they do the same thing as swords. So that is a slight change that she's made to the suits. So when we look at the minor arcana, in the beginning of the suit, she gives you this little one here. Suit of wands, or otherwise staffs, playing with fire. The element, she says fire, which deals with Aries, with Leo and Sagittarius. And then she gives you keywords for the suit of wands. Then for each actual card, we've got the title, we've got keywords, we've got a black and white image, we've got writing about the image, we've still got the story and the meaning. So you're getting 2 full pages for each minor card. And there you can see 2 of wands all the way through. Let's just get to some court cards. So there we can see we had the page of wands now, and it's exactly the same. Keywords, title, a black and white image, the story behind it, and then the meaning. And she does that for every single one of the suits. So there's the suit of coins. So she says pentacles or discs, down to earth. Element is earth. Signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. She gives us the keywords, and it's the same. And that goes right through to the end of the book. Let's see if I can get to the end. Right, so these are King of Blades, which is our last one. And then the last page, she's got some acknowledgements, and that is it. So let's just have a look here. This reminds me, just to have a look at the back here. This is a Schiffer publication, so it's a Schiffer book. And they've just got listed some other decks that the Schiffer group have created. Copyright is 2018 by Poppy Palin. So I am late to the party with this Everyday Enchantment deck. It has been around for a while, but it's a little bit more expensive than your standard tarot, which is why it has taken a little bit longer for me to acquire it. But I am just, it is so worth every single penny. Every single penny. It is so worth it. I wanted to just see at the back here. Okay, printed Schiffer Publishing. Just wanted to double check, and it is copyright 2018. Okay, so that is the box and the book. Now it's time to get into the cards. All right. So when you open the box and you have removed the book, you are then presented with your cards in 2 bundles. Let's just take them out. So that's the one. Let's take out the other. I have put the little plastic back onto them. And let's get the box out of the way. So these cards are huge. Okay, you can see that they are still in 2 pieces, but they are really, really very large. Everybody is very familiar with the Lightseer's Tarot, so I'm just using it as a size comparison. So if I put the Lightseer's Tarot on top of the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, you can see the size difference. These are absolutely huge. I know a lot of people have trimmed their Everyday Enchantment down because of these big borders, and I have to be completely honest with you now and say I shall be doing exactly the same. As soon as this video is done, I will be trimming as well. So here is the Lightseer's Tarot, and just to give you size comparison, you can see it is quite a big difference. I'm going to go ahead and remove these little plastic sleeves because we don't need those. Put the deck together. All right. So generally when decks are packaged in 2 pieces like this, in 2 groups or 2 bundles, you generally do get this kind of, it doesn't look like they fit. It doesn't look like, but once they've been shuffled, I'm sure they will be much better. You can see the cards are in perfect condition all the way around. So let's zoom in and take you through this amazing deck. There we go. So I'm not going to, I'm saying I'm not going to, but I know I probably am. But I don't want to go through like too much detail on each card. I want to try and flip through as quickly as I can, just so that I don't bore you to death. But I know these cards, there's just so much detail going on and there's so much information happening. So it may be a bit difficult to go through it too quickly. But we're starting off with the Fool. You can see immediately this kind of modern depiction, this modern image, which Poppy was working towards, is what she was hoping to achieve. And she's done it really, really well. You know, we've still got the traditional RWS kind of some symbols coming through. He's about to step off into the unknown. He's not really paying attention to where he's going. He's trusting that everything's going to work out exactly as he looks quite carefree. He looks quite jovial. He's still got his, I'm going to call it his stick over his shoulder. So there's still a lot of, and instead of the dog warning him, we have the cat, which is actually getting up to mischief over here. But we have all these nature energies as well, which are really, really awesome. We've got somebody else in the background who's just carrying on working as normal. Okay, so beautiful image. The colors are so vibrant, the colors are so great. And you can see, so if you are familiar with the traditional RWS tarot system, you can see how easy this is going to be to read. Oh, I didn't show you the backs. I always forget that part. Let's have a look at the back. Okay, so we take our Fool card, we turn him upside down, turn him over. Look at that back. It is completely reversible, and it is just exquisite. Absolutely. There's so much happening, from bees to snails to cherries to sprites to energies to flowers to people to moths to transition to sunflowers and snakes and but it is completely reversible. Obviously, when I have trimmed mine, it won't be exactly half, because when I trim, I'm going to be removing the side, the top and the side border, but I will be keeping this little bit across the bottom. I see I'm not quite, just do it like that, then better, sorry. So I will be keeping this bottom border, so I'm only going to be trimming up there and across and down, which means that my back will be slightly off center, but I promise you I'm okay with it. I am completely okay with that. All right, here we have our magician. There he is. He has all the tools that he needs. He's working in the garden. He's encouraging the child to learn, to experience, to play. We've got sprite energy, we've got bird energy, we've got yes happening there. You know, he's got all the everything, all the tools represented, all the elements represented. I just love the smile on his face. He is just so happy. He is just so content. He is just so comfortable with life. High Priestess, isn't she gorgeous? So she's got the book at her feet. We've got the cat. She's got candles. She's got mirror for reflection, for inner work. We've got energies again. We've got the fox. We've got dustbin. So she's quite natural. She's quite, I want to say, confident in her own skin. She knows exactly who she is, but she's always doing self-reflection. She's always looking at herself, trying to find ways to improve, trying to find ways to do better, trying to find ways to be better. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Our Empress, our mommy dearest, our Empress, look at her. Isn't she just arms out saying, come baby, let me love you? We have got the family in the background. We've got the incredibly happy family. We've got cake, we've got roses, we've got teapots, we've got tea. We've got everything that we need. And there's just so much love. There's just so much excitement. Now, one of the things that I need to point out about this deck, and again, something that I didn't know until the deck arrived and I went through the guidebook, is that around the people and around the animal and around all living beings is this kind of blue haze, this blue line. I'm going to zoom a little bit more just to see if I can just show you this for a second. let's see, can you see around her? It's probably easiest to see it at this point. Dad's got it around him as well. Baby's got it around him. The dog's got it. You can't see the dog. There we go. You can see around the child. You can see it around the dog, that there's this, every living being has this blue aura about it, okay? But what is interesting is that the nature spirits don't have it. I want to just see here. We don't have any nature spirits in this one. We do up there. So we do there. So it's supposed to be earth beings that have this blue edge. So anything that is spiritual, anything that is not of the earth apparently doesn't have that blue aura to it. So it was just her way of showing who is living, who is human, and who isn't. Okay, but Empress, beautiful, beautiful card. Oh, the Emperor. He looks so welcoming. He's like he's inviting you, and he's putting his hand out. He's welcoming you. That smile, the family portrait in the background. You know, everything is just the soaring eagle there. And even here in that same bird is here in his phone. He has everything. We have got all the wands. Look at the Aries energy coming through there as well. So we have got all the tools. He is so confident. That huge big red chair, it is just power. It is just, but he's not intimidating, and that's what I love about him. He's actually so welcoming. He's so inviting, but he's not intimidating. So here we have our teacher. Here we have a Hierophant. He's all about imparting knowledge. He's all about sharing. He's all about making sure that we're all talking the same language. Just look at the energy that and everybody is captivated, including the little sprite, completely captivated. We even have a little mouse down here. We even have a little spider. So showing you that even when you are receiving knowledge and guidance and inspiration, that there's, you know, life goes on. Life goes on. All those books behind him. This Lovers card, I really think it has to be the best Lovers card. You know, we start off with young love. We've got birds in love. We've got somebody else reaching for somebody. We've got puppy dog love. We've got old love. You know, this couple have been together for 100 years, and well, I'm obviously exaggerating, but they've been together for a long time, and look at the love that they have for each other. You can't beat that. You can't. It is just amazing. It's just amazing how much love there is in this card, between the rose petals that are falling down, the green grass and everything. And I mean, just that puppy's face. Isn't it gorgeous? There's so much love here. And it is, you know, it's not love with attachments, or it's not love, I'll only love you if this. It's just, I have to say, unconditional love. It is just amazing. Love it. Chariot, we have skateboard, we've got movement, we've got stuff happening all around us, you know, but I look at this and I think, well, is he doing okay, or is he about to fall? You know, is he all right, or is he not all right? And isn't that exactly what the Chariot is on about? Isn't that the message of the Chariot, is saying that, you know what, you need to remain focused. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know, you need to be looking in the right directions. You need to be, but you also need to trust the process. You need to trust your own skills and your own ability. So I just love, love, love the Chariot. Strength card. I think this is really probably the main reason why I fell in love with this deck. The first time I saw this card, I thought, you know what, you don't get a better depiction of the Strength card than this image. Look at the glowing of her face. Look how happy she is. Look how content she is. Even though she is so restricted, even though she has these problems, she hasn't allowed these problems to stop her. She hasn't allowed these issues to prevent her from living a happy and full life. She has dug deep and found the strength that she needs. I love how even the background is all stony. You know, it is so hard. It's not like she's on, you know, a nice level, beautiful concrete slab. She's really struggling. It's not easy, but again, she has overcome. She really has. And again, she's got this unconditional love of the dog to help her and support her and to keep her protected, keep her safe. Absolutely adore, adore, adore that card. Justice. Here we have car accident. We have road rage. And yeah, we all know what that's like, don't we? And she is trying to help them find balance. Look at the I'm going to call them the devil kind of energies that are coming through here, okay? So these, and we've got the two wasps or the two hornets, I don't know what they are over there above each one's head, you know, really contributing towards the chaos and contributing towards the fight. Hermit, absolutely beautiful, absolutely. From the owl, the full moon, he's got his staff, the cat sleeping, the dog there with him. We've got the nature energies, the light shining on him, all of that knowledge. He's spending time with himself. He's very happy and content. He needs for nothing, and he's on his own solitary path. Wheel of Fortune. When that wheel starts rolling, there is nothing that you can do to stop it or change it. Isn't that amazing? Love it. Hanged Man. So what I loved about this one, first of all, is just if you look at the people in the background, look how grumpy they are. They're all stressed. They're anxious. Their anxiety levels are through the roof. They're obviously standing at a bus stop of some kind. We have got the white dove of peace, the white dove of, and even the energy sprites are also hanging upside down. There's a spider here. You can see the spider web hanging. And here we have our person hanging upside down, loving life, taking advantage of every minute, every second, thinking, well, if I'm going to stand and wait, I might as well have some fun while I'm doing it. Again, another reason why this deck is just phenomenal. Just look at this death card. You know, traditionally when I have done readings for clients and the death card comes up, you know, everybody has that moment of panic. Everybody goes, oh my gosh, what does that mean? What does that mean? But this does not scare you. This, even though it's got the word death, it doesn't put that fear in you, because first of all, we have got the circle of life. Okay, that's what we have here. We have got a circle of life. We know that it is inevitable. We know that, you know, death is something that's gonna come for us. Here we have the soul returning to spirit. Here we have that soul going back to where they came from. So it's the return, but it's that circle of life and recognizing the beauty of life, and the fact that death is not the end of a soul, it's a continuation of life. It's just continuation of life in a different form. Letting go of one and starting a new. Isn't it amazing? Temperance. Oh my word, I love it. It just puts, so look at the body language, look at the face expressions, just look at the grumpy, you know. Nobody's giving in, nobody's prepared to make that first move, nobody's prepared to be the first one to say, I'm sorry. You know, there's just, we're just going to fight, we're just going to be grumpy, we're just going to, and then here we have our angelic mommy or whoever it may be bringing through, and look what they've done. We're looking at the fruit, and they have a juicer, so they've created completely all natural juice to give to each one of them in the hopes that it detoxes the situation. I love it. And again, this devil card. So he's going the wrong way up a one-way street. Even though it says no entry, he's like, you know what? I can do what I like. He's got a fistful of money. He's got cigarettes or whatever it may be. He's got champagne happening. He's dressed. He looks fabulous. He's out for a night on the town. He doesn't care about the rules. He doesn't care about regulations. He's going to do what he wants to do, and that's just it. Tower card, very interesting. So we have the traditional tower. We have the traditional lightning. We have people, you know, screaming for help out the tower, but we've got bricks falling. We've got people trying to protect themselves from the bricks, and she's on the phone, whether she's, I don't know, having a conversation with a friend or phoning for help. Maybe she's phoning the local authorities to say there is a problem. Can somebody come and help? We've got people screaming out of the building saying help, 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 help. So it is very much traditional, but I love the fact that I'm going to call it the focus of the card is this lady here on the phone, and how she is already working on a solution. She's already working towards the next step in this picture. I like that. I thought that was very well done. We have the star, and the star for me is always the card of hope. It's always the card of reaching out and offering help. There's the star hanging around her neck as a necklace. Obviously, there's turmoil. This might be actually, I'm going to call it, after the tower. So the tower is collapsed, the building has collapsed because it looks similar in the background there. And this is obviously picking up the pieces, picking up the mess, picking up, cleaning up, and reaching out and offering help. So she's got a cup, she's got a bottle of water, so she's offering sustenance and assistance to all of those. There's all the people working, and I love that in the background. You know, if you don't really look too hard, you're not going to see it. But here we have a mountain, a little hill with a beautiful tree at the top. But look at the greenery. So it shows you that there is always hope for a better tomorrow. I really do love that. The moon, I don't know what else I could say about it. It is just exquisite. So everything by moonlight looks a little bit different. It's all about cycles. It's all about, you know, all of that. We've got the animals that are standing forward. We've got the people who are, you know, it looks like they're laughing at her. It looks like they're mocking her, but it's all about cycles. We've got the full moon in the background there. We've got lots of sprite energy coming through. We've got bottles. So, you know, this is obviously all her worldly possessions here in her basket, in her trolley. She's got a packet. And yeah, you know, you may be laughing today, but you don't know tomorrow. Maybe that's exactly where you end up. And there's our beautiful sun card, which is, just to show you again, it's the image on the box. Absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. There's nothing more that I need to say about it. It's gorgeous. And here we have Judgment. So he stands at the door with his beautiful wings. Look at that. We've got the hare or the rabbit, and through his trumpet we have got all these beautiful flowers. She's deciding, like, you know, she's not sure if she's staying or she's going. These two here, you can see there's been far too much alcohol taking place. Can hardly keep the eyes open. We've got spilt wine. So yeah, what's right, what's wrong? You know, what do we do? What don't we do? And then we have the World card. And I love how we have these women all coming from different backgrounds, all coming from different cultures, but all working together to create and to weave the tapestry of life. Isn't it just remarkable? Absolutely remarkable. All right. Gosh, I thought this was going to be a long one, but I didn't realize it was going to be so long. So we're going into our minors, and I am going to try and speed it up. So we have our wands first, and remember the wands that we're using here, she's changed it from the traditional wooden stick to anything that represents a wand. Okay, so in the first one here, in the Ace of Wands, we do have it as the paintbrush. Our wand here is the drumsticks. How fabulous. I'm trying to speed it up. Here we have the Three of Wands, and it is now our, I'm going to call it stabilizing sticks. I don't know what else you call them. Four of Wands, we have the candles, which are burning fire. Absolutely love it. Love the happiness, love the celebration. Five of Wands, it is literally the sticks. Everybody's holding sticks. The dogs have got a stick. The children have got a stick. The stick on the umbrella. The old man there with the stick. So there's sticks everywhere here. And everybody's fighting. So traditional RWS. Six of Wands. There are our 6 wands. It's on the hurdles stands. 7 of Wands. I think it's the police batons that are our wands here. So the police are trying to take control of the crowd, and the crowd is fighting for world peace. The 8 of Wands, the house has been sold. I'm trying to think, what are the wands here? Could it be the gatepost? I think it could be the gate, the little fence. The 9 of Wands. So we've got his crutch, and then we've got fence in the background as well. 10 of Wands, it's all those pencils, stress and anxiety, phones ringing, it's late at night, it's dark, I want to go home, I'm hungry, I'm tired, living on coffee, stress, stress, stress. And then we have our Page of Wands, and I love this one. So with his friends cheering him on as he jumps over the little stream, he's got his torch to allow him to see, but he's quite confident and secure in what he's doing. Our Knight of Wands, he's on his motorbike, and here we have the wrench. He's the mechanic, he's the fixer. He can get in and get things done. Our Queen of Wands, she is a conductor. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at all the fireworks And I can just almost hear the music. I can almost hear it happening. And we have got the paparazzi. Snap, 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 snap. King of Wands. You know what? I have to pause for effect. I have to pause for this King of Wands. Isn't he just exquisite? So he's blind. He's running. He's got his dog leading him. Everybody's cheering him on, celebrating and acknowledging that, you know what, you can overcome anything. With a little bit of attention, a little bit of focused effort, you can. Right, we're moving into our coins. So we're moving into our pentacles. 2 of Pentacles, trying to juggle the 2 plates. So the plates would represent the discs or the coins. 3 of coins there on the side of the boat. 4 of coins. 5 of coins. Very interesting. She has, I mean, the machine is spewing out the coins for her. She's putting her hand there. She's so excited. Even the puppy's like, yay, yay, yay. And then look at the people outside who don't have. She has more than enough. She is living the lavish life. We have got beer, we've got fancy, fancy. And outside the window, it's a completely different story. 6 of coins. This is, maybe it's the same lady and wearing purple. And she's decided she wants to now help. 7 of coins. Look at all her handmade crafts. So she's taken every little penny that she had and she's put it into buying fabric and worked with her sewing machine and created things, and now she's at the market selling her wares and hoping to make some money. 8 of coins. I love that. I love that. You know, there's something special about learning a skill, isn't there? 9 of coins. Look at her abundant plate in front of her. Her purse is open. All the money's falling out. Beautiful open windows and animals. And oh, she's reading her book and feeling very proud of herself. 10 of coins. Isn't that gorgeous? There we have our page of coins. Doing his best. We have the Knight of Coins. So the Knight of the previous Knight that we had, which was the Knight of Wands, he was on his motorbike, and here we have him washing car. So he's washing cars for a living. Our Queen, she's selling veggies. And our King, he's the farmer, planting the seeds and reaping. Right, we're on to Cups. Cups, cups, cups. Ace of Cups is lovely with a trophy. 2 of Cups is 2 people meeting and connecting. 2 people meeting and connecting. Puppy and child meeting and connecting. 2 people meeting and connecting. A couple over there. And again, I love, 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 love. Absolutely stunning. 3 of Cups. Celebration with friends. 4 of Cups. A little bit bored and disinterested. Switching off, you know, when we have the headphones on and when we're listening to our phones, we sort of shut out the world, don't we? 5 of Cups. Oh man, that is heartbreaking. 6 of Cups. Creating memories. 7 of Cups. Oh, here's all the 7 Cups, the tattoo ink. Love it. 8 of Cups. Can't face it. I'm walking away. I love the 9 of Cups. Again, you know, we've got the celebration. We've got everybody there. We've got happiness. We've got joy, celebration, abundance, fruit, people that we love, and everybody coming to celebrate the happy couple. And 10 of Cups is the perfect family life. Page. She's an artist. She's gorgeous. Knight of Cups. Very interesting. We had motorbike, car, and now we've got somebody busking, somebody playing music, notice somebody and instantly falling in love. So romantic. Queen of Cups. Oh, and our gorgeous King of Cups. I love Dad. Right, blades. So blades, remember, is our swords. And what Poppy was saying was that, you know, we don't really have swords in our world today, so she's replaced them for blades. And here the blade in this particular image is the scalpel, you know, doing surgery on a dog to help the dog, but it's that first slice that, you know, lets us know what we're into, what we're working with, and how we can help. Two of Blades, you can see it across, so we have traditional RWS coming through. She's not prepared to face the final notice. We've even got flies, which means the food's been standing out for long. We've got a bit of conflict happening in the background. Three of Blades, so this is traditionally Three of Swords. Three of Swords is the heartbreak card. So there we have a portrait in the background of her in happier times with her loved one, and obviously that hasn't happened now. Now we're heartbroken, and now we're all upset. But it's not, again, normally that Three of Swords that comes through with the heart and all the swords through the heart, it's very obvious what it is. So when you're doing a reading for somebody and that card comes up, immediately people seem to focus on it, you know. Whereas this one, it's not so obvious. As much as there is a heart pierced 3 times, it's not as devastatingly obvious as previously. Here we have the Four of Blades. He's camping, he's resting, he's waiting patiently. He's got his 4 blades. Five of Blades, look at all the knives, chop, chop, chop. Each knife has a different function. Each knife cuts a different thing. Each knife does its work. 6 of Blades. 7. Look at all the riches that he's grabbed. Broken windows. Family are devastated and upset. We've got the fox. Love it. Shame. You can hear the baby crying. Baby is confined. Baby thinks it's trapped and stuck when actually it's just been kept safe. Mom's feeling a little bit at the end of her tether, not quite sure how much more of this she can handle. 9 of Blades, Nightmare card. We have got pulls. We have got a clock saying it's 10 past 10. There's, I don't know if that's salt or pepper or what that is. She razor blade hanging from her neck. We've got tattoos. We've got all the zodiac symbols. The dog looking at her. The dog representing the unconditional love. She's blocking her eyes and saying, I can't face it anymore. I can't look. But if you look there, she's got her little eye peeping out. So as much as she's saying she can't face it, she can't deal with it, she is still peeking out a little bit. 10 of Blades. Broken bottles, stabbing. But again, it's not as devastating to look at. I mean, it is devastating, but, you know, the traditional 10 of Swords always creep people out. This is, I almost want to say, a little bit easier on the eyes. Page of Blades. Look at his excitement for learning, excitement for exploring. Knight of Blades, we have Funky Hairdresser. She looks a little bit concerned. Queen of Blades, oh, I love it, the Chemist. And finally, we have the King of Blades, who is our judge. Stunning. So, friends, that is, let me zoom out a bit. Okay, so that is our everyday enchantment tarot. I do hope that you've enjoyed that walkthrough as much as I enjoyed doing it. I will be doing a video on the trimming of this deck because as I explained earlier on, it is just too large for me. I'm not even going to try and shuffle it because I can't. So I'm going to trim it first. I haven't decided if I'm going to edge it yet, but I may just do that. So watch out for that video if you are interested. And until we meet again, from my heart to yours, you take care.